Oh, there we go. I think I actually timed that properly, so you couldn't tell that it entered to the wrong set for all the wrong reasons. But it's an impromptu live stream. It's, somebody's trying to get in, and I better pay attention here. It's Skydiver, all right. And it's an impromptu live stream. I had a couple of drinks. Aimee was doing nothing, and we thought, you know what? The hell with it. Throw the dishwater out with the bathwater. We're going to have ourselves a live stream. We're going to hang out with some of our friends, and all that is going to be cool. So, yeah. Aimee, what do you think? Where do we even start tonight? Because this is not a debunking stream. This is not like, we're all just fucking around. So, intros be damned. What the hell do you think?
I think so. Why not? It's just going to be a nice night to just shoot the poop. So why not, right?
Damn it, swear.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
And of course, and now that you've heard him, we've got Skydiver Tanner jumping in. Look at that perfect landing. Oh, and the chute just flayed out behind him. Lovely. How you doing, buddy?
I see what you did there. God damn. That's the first time I've seen the South Park intro. I must have missed the last time. That's awesome. I love that South Park intro.
Thanks, buddy.
You can't go wrong with South Park. Unless you end up appearing on it.
and Skydiver, I don't know if you know Randolph Richardson. He's a good friend of mine and a very prominent member of the atheism community, and he's joined us tonight. So welcome, Randolph. How you doing, buddy?
Wow, thanks. That's I thought you said no introductions. You just gave me a fantastic introduction.
Yeah, but I didn't want Skydiver to feel bad because I had nothing to say about him, right? I was just trying to settle it over.
Some wires are crossed there somewhere, I'm sure of it. Not sure which ones.
That was awesome.
You're speaking to Dick, I think all the wires are crossed.
You're not wrong there, buddy. Hey, Brandon. Yeah, hold on, buddy. I'll give you the link.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong link. I sent him the fucking YouTube link. You can't be serious. Jesus Christ. There we go. Lord Thunder and Jesus, boy. Holy. So, what's everybody been up to these days? I know Randolph's got a great story to tell. Randolph is literally in the moment building what can only be described as one of the greatest places that people could journey to bask in the world that is atheism. Randolph, tell the story. Like, come on. This is amazing.
Well, Neil and I, a few years ago, I met Neil, the 604 atheist, also in my local general area, Greater Vancouver in British Columbia, Canada here, and same kind of general area you're from. But what happened was I had many years ago I was talking with another fellow about setting up a community TV call-in program for atheism, and it just didn't work out because the CRTC, which is our regulatory body, has a 27 page long fine print. You can't do this, you can't do that, no swearing allowed, etc. So that community TV option was out, and YouTube wasn't quite in the picture yet, no pun intended. And so that kind of went by the wayside. And then I met Neil, and I suggested to Neil, because I think he has good personality for this, that I asked him, how would you like to start an atheism call-in program with me, similar to what they do in the Atheist Experience? And without hesitation, his response was, hell yeah. So I knew I had the right guy. So we're going to be co-hosting this. And so I'm literally building the studio for this. The name of the program,
I can't wait.
True North Talk. Oh, yeah. This is the big delay for us right now, is getting the studio finished. But I was just putting up part of the framing for the newer part of the roof today. And once that roof is up, then I can start building the flooring. And because you don't want to build flooring and have it exposed to all the elements. So you want to get the roof up first. And
that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot about construction as I go. It's been a lot of fun, but I've been getting on various live streams and doing construction in the background while everybody else talks, and I interject from time to time. And there's a group of people who've been following around looking for me on these live streams to see the progress, and I'm getting encouraging messages from people. The whole all these atheism communities, there's so many wonderful people in them who are encouraging, and they're looking forward to stuff, and some of them are even giving me suggestions, and some of them have expertise in construction and renovations and have given me. I'm very happy to be part of these communities.
Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to it greatly. Oh, Neil's just heading to bed because I just gave him the link and he's like, I can't. Too bad. Timing and all, right?
Did you tell him I'm talking about him? That might pique his interest.
Yeah, he's in the chat right now, live. He's there.
Oh, he's in the audience. Great. Hi, Neil.
Yeah, it was perfect timing. That was an awesome. It was so perfect. That was amazing.
Good night, Neil.
When you're ready to open, we could probably get Skydiver Tanner to get dropped off just over the place and drop in with a big atheism logo on the parachute and stuff, right? That would be cool,
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, as long as you guys pay for our parachute, that's us. I'm game.
I got to tell you, you'll want to land outside the window because the roof is well built. You're not getting through it.
No. Right. That might not be good. I prefer to survive that one.
Just you don't want to land in the rose bush. They're kind of prickly.
You got a chimney. Just leave the chimney open. I could dress as Santa Claus too and help break that thing.
It's funny. I joke and tell people Santa Claus. There's more evidence for Santa Claus than there is for a deity because we've got our NORAD system puts up Santa tracking every year at noradsanta.org. NORAD Santa.org. You can bring your kids there each year. It's fun to watch them track where Santa is. It's hilarious. It's a real.
I love it.
Yeah. So I say, hey, we've got the military hardware being used to track Santa. Like, how much more evidence than that do you need that it's real? They don't even track UFOs there. Yeah.
Right.
They used to have that on the news, too.
Hey, Brandon Worrell's here. How you doing, Brandon?
What's going on, Dave?
Hi, Brandon.
What?
Oh, okay. Things are good. I'm going to leave you guys to it for 30 seconds. I need a beer like a motherfucker, so I'll be right back. Hold on.
Oh, no, we're all alone?
I thought Skydiver was saying something. I'm sorry.
No.
That's okay. So what you been up to, Brandon?
Just hanging out, watching stuff. I mean, movies. I've put a few. I've been able to get a few and watch movies and stuff.
Yeah.
What movies you been watching?
Oh well, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna win. Is it illegal to record movies online and have them, or is it just illegal to sell them?
What was that?
Oh man, I just like movies like Office Space and stuff like that. Yeah, it's
I
cool.
haven't seen that one in ages. I gotta watch that one again. That's a lot of good stuff in there.
I got to call out Miss Cassandra in the chat. She be stealing my lines, man. She comes into the chat and she says, hey, fellow babies, are you kidding me? That's funny. That's awesome. Oh, she's the best. She's too cool. So I'm all set up. If anybody has anything stupid they'd like to show us, I've got a web capture ready. We can show some YouTube or whatever, or we can just, bullshit around the table or whatever we want. If anybody in the live chat there, if you got a microphone and you want to join us, I don't care if it's a webcam mic or whatever, hit me up, PM me on Discord or on Twitter, and I'll send you the link.
Nice. Let's see.
Let's get everybody in here and just hang out and, do what we do, right? I mean, it's still semi-lockdown. We're a whole bunch of people that live our pretty much social lives online. So, you know what? Fuck, do it.
Yep.
Exactly. Might just as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the store about like 20 minutes ago. It was weird to see a sign up on the door now stating that people can come in without their masks if they're vaccinated, whatnot. And I got my second shot finally on Tuesday, and it felt weird. I still had my mask on, and it felt weird to think about going in there without it on.
I just got my vaccine today. The first one. I got the Pfizer one. Which one did you get?
I got the Pfizer one as well.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah. No effects to it. Sore arm a little bit, but that's it. But it's going to take a while to get used to. I feel like they jumped the gun a little bit with opening things up so quickly.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
agree.
It's once things are good and calm down, it's going to be weird walking around in places without masks and being able to sit down at restaurants and eat and not ordering.
It's odd. Yep.
Yeah.
You're talking about the CDC opening things up?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, certain states are now dropping the mask mandate.
Yeah. Yeah, I plan on taking a 6-day road trip here, I think starting Friday, and it's going to be weird going to the different states. And like I said, I'm so used to wearing a mask. And the first state that I'll probably go through is like South Dakota. And I don't think they've done anything with masks. So I'll probably feel weird walking in with one on and everyone else not wearing one.
Yeah.
I bet, man.
Yeah, we still have to wear masks in ours. Most of our retailers have said wear your mask, please. I'm fully vaccinated with the Moderna vaccine, and Matthew is getting the Pfizer because that one's approved for his age group.
Nice.
He's halfway there. So
I'm still going to wear the mask after the vaccination because I don't want to risk spreading it around.
Right. Well, that's
Same
the thing
here.
is, it's like, do you like getting the flu? Do you like getting sick? Is it fun sitting on the toilet with the shits or throwing up and having the flu or fever? No. So if you get sick, then in the future, just continue wearing the mask now and then. It's maybe not all the time, but if you're not feeling well, just keep other people safe.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be like the flu yet? Like a yearly thing or not? I keep hearing conflicting things on whether it's gonna be a yearly thing like the flu.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, there has been a little talk in media about how it could become something where you're literally looking to go and get your booster shot each year and so on and so forth. But I think we're hearing a lot of armchair speculation in that, and we don't have anywhere near enough information to be qualifying that as an educated opinion yet.
I heard something about COVID-21. I don't know anything about it, though.
I know for sure it needs to be researched more. I know that.
But it is a virus that's evolving, so I think getting updated vaccines regularly is probably what's going to happen. Just like with the flu.
I want to cut in here, guys, just for a second. Charlie Walsh has brought up something in the chat that I really want to address. So Charlie Walsh said, or Welch, sorry. I totally fucked that up. Sorry, Charlie. Stupid is some jackass sending Pratt, as in Daniel Pratt, the flat earther, a bomb threat today. And I was like, what? Did that really happen? And he says, yep. And then afterwards, he says, I saw it on Discord. Pratt has videos on it on his 97th backup channel. Good one. He didn't see them, but this is something that's actually happened. Now, Pratt had somebody mail him because I guess his address finally got into, social media circles. I don't know. I don't care. And I will not partake. But, somebody sent him like a pop-up book that was cock and balls, and somebody else sent like 5 repairmen over for his hot water heater or something on the same day. And it was funny if you at first, like sending pizza to somebody's house or whatever, ha 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 ha. I'm glad that, you can show us you didn't get out of college with anything more than a lifestyle. But this is too far. You can't be doing that. You cannot be doing this to people. Grow up, you absolute fucking childish morons. Grow up. Just because he's an idiot flat earther doesn't mean that his actual children and family deserve to be put through something like that. Grow up. Grow up.
Right.
Come on,
it's
do better.
It's one thing to point and laugh online at things that he says that's just absolutely asinine, and it's another thing to actually start sending people to his home or things like that to his home, because that gets to be a point where that's jail time right there, 100%.
That's not right at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nasty. You don't treat people like that, no matter what.
Yeah.
And if somebody's doing something that's actually illegal and deserves to be actioned on, you let the authorities do it and you report it. You don't go vigilante. You don't go, what is it called? Swatting, that gaming that you just don't do these things. People grow up. Come on.
Stuff like SWAT. I think it was SWAT team, if I'm not mistaken.
It's nasty. Oh, man.
Yep, it's absolutely unacceptable. Yeah, and that totally, completely crossed the line. It doesn't matter how he was doxxed or who did it. Just don't do it. Matt's right.
Matt said it perfect.
Yeah,
he did.
and Harry Warp in the chat.
Whoa,
Harry Warp. Yeah, Matt, you're not wrong, buddy. And Harry Warp in the chat says, what about the greeting card somebody sent to him? And that was the thing where it folded out and it was like a pop-up book and it was a cock and balls, right? And again, that's too far. I agree, because that could have been like his wife or children that opened it. Like I said, if you're going to do the thing where you send a few repairmen to deal with his water heater, that's kind of like sending pizzas to somebody's house. They can prove they didn't order it, so nobody has to pay, and it's just a funny inconvenience. But these other things, grow up. Just stop. You make every one of us that debunk them look like idiots too. So thank you very much. Right? I need any help with that. Come on.
Yeah. The other thing too is, if you think about like sending the repairmen there and stuff like that, you're wasting those people's day as well.
That's the other point.
A job they could be missing out on. That's money that they could have had for another appointment that was an actual appointment. So it could be funny, but also think about the company of the people who you're sending there. That's waste of their time and day.
It's poor taste all around, isn't it, Tanner? It's just poor taste, man.
And you can tell they didn't think that all the way through, because their thinking faculties might not be quite up to par. So
On a side note, if Daniel Pratt is listening, hook up with Nerth and Termson. They would like that card from you for research. Let's set in the chat. Just want to make sure that they're getting it.
I love that quick little stumble for research. That was just fucking awesome. Oh my god. So, anybody found any new creators, new shows recently that should be shilled out? Is there any links we should be passing out to make sure that everybody has access to the best content we've all seen lately? Because, come on, we're the shills, right? If we don't do that, how can we be the shills, right?
Right. Plus our paycheck will get cut too, so we got to watch that.
Shh, but yeah.
My nephew streams. He streams on Twitch. He's a gamer.
Well, Brandon here's got some good game streams going on lately. He's getting his stuff together and building it up, and I like it too, because you're going retro. You got some Mario and stuff going on, and Mario to me is even a bit new because of my age. But if you ever want to play Space Invaders, I'm all in. Jesus, I'm terrible. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay, that's a one-tail game. I'm dumb. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Multiplayer retro live streams, right? That'd be pretty cool,
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
And with the emulator, I have actually set myself up as a solver, so yeah. We could do it.
I'll put a challenge out right now. Anyone who can complete Atari ET on the original hardware without pulling out 25% of their own hair, I will send you the mic I used to use on the Shills before buying the one I have now. If you put that up and you put up a calm video of yourself playing ET and finish the game without freaking out and screaming and yelling, you get my old mic. There it is.
Oh, that's impossible. No way.
Yeah.
No. That's yeah. I don't know what else to say except that's fucking impossible.
Yeah. Oh, I know one thing. I'll be selling that mic because nobody's getting it for free.
I'll say unless someone smokes a bunch of weed before they play that game.
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? You'd have to make yourself comatose and do the Doctor Strange and bring yourself into the astral plane to play the game. That's the only way.
Dude.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I never was a video game player. Because I was always outside. The one game that I did play a little bit growing up was for Nintendo, Goonies. And that game drove me absolutely nuts. It was endless rooms that you had to be going into, and you could never figure it out. My sister tried playing it. She got further into it, but Goonies was one that I thought was a nightmare as well. I don't know if anyone ever played that one or remembers it.
I did. Commodore 64, as I recall, required a lot of patience.
Yes.
But it was good. It was a good game. Spy versus Spy was a top game on the Commodore in those days.
I have a Commodore 64 that's been refurbished and in perfect working order. No shit, Randolph.
Mine's in the closet, I think, at my mom's place. I should probably dig it out at some point.
Yeah, you should pull it out of the closet. In this day and age, it doesn't matter orientation. That computer is going to be okay.
Especially the Commodore 64 with its rainbow logo. Yes.
Yeah, I know. That's an awesome one.
And nowadays, they make all sorts of adapters to be plugging in and out over and over again.
Yeah, in the tech industry, we call those adapters gender benders.
Yeah. Good.
So, not to always dwell on YouTube stuff in the communities that we're in and so on. Let's take it more into where we are as people and what we do otherwise and stuff. Obviously, Skydiver Tanner is a swimming enthusiast, right?
Yep, exactly. Scuba diving, 100%.
Yeah, he just does it from 10,000 feet launch. He's crazy,
Yeah. Exactly.
Ouch.
I know. Myself, I want to do a thing coming up. Hey, we got Dark Steve in now. All right, you're muted in meats down in the bottom there, Steve. I want to get a thing going with some musicians where what we do is do a game of pass the baton. I've talked to Chris Durham Music Channel about this already because I'm a musician as well. And what we want to do is we want to make it so somebody starts the drum beat. They pass that track on to the next guy who plays the bass guitar, on to the next girl who plays the piano or whoever and whatever. And we build up a song just by passing the baton.
That would be cool.
Right?
That's a great idea. Because then it's no one, you're not going in with any specific intent of what it's going to sound like, and you just build on top of it and see what comes out. That's awesome.
I want that. I need that. Hey, Bill's here. Bill, haven't seen you for a bit. Great to have you, buddy. Awesome. Cool. Demon, check your PM if you want to jump in, buddy. I sent you the link. If anybody in the live chat, if anybody wants to join, let me know. You guys can have the link. It's an open, this is a totally open stream. Here, I'll put the goddamn link in the fucking live chat then, I'll prove my words,
Boom.
How are you guys going?
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah. So who's got something to say while I shut up and put this link in the chat? How about that?
Well, I'm happy to say I'm going back to work finally. It looks like it might be within the next week or two. I've had 14 months of sitting at home, and I'm
Wow.
absolutely thrilled to be going back. And it's gonna kick my ass, that's for sure, because I'm out of shape to high hell. Yeah, I'm excited to finally be doing that and get back into it. The biggest thing that I like about it all is all the different types of people we get in, different ages and sizes and mental capacities. And when we do like Wounded Warrior nights and we do All Abilities Day, people from amputees to quadriplegics to autistic to all sorts of blind people, and flying them and just seeing the joy on their faces, that's what I need to get back into, and I'm so excited to be a part of that again.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
You must be so ready to go back.
Oh, 100%. It's gonna be very weird, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's to get back into the wind is gonna be challenging, but it should
that
be
sounds
exciting.
like rewarding work.
Yeah, 100%.
Everybody in the stream, we're going to give a big get well soon to Bill in the chat there. He's just recovering from pneumonia. So
gracious.
get well, Bill.
Yeah, get well.
Feel better, Bill.
Well,
Migration.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Damn.
Fred
I'm gonna
Fred
try and
Knotts in the
fix
chat
my
just
overly
giving me a
large
link.
picture.
Oh, sorry.
What'd you say, Steve?
Oh no, I just said I'm going to try and fix my overly large picture.
I thought I heard penis. I that's why I just stopped, right?
Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
He's always exaggerating everything. That's why he needs to shrink it down.
We got another introduction. We've got sorry guys, we got another introduction. We've got Angel Gamer joining us now. Awesome.
Angel!
What's up?
Yeah.
Did you just call me anal gamer?
No, I said Angel. It was just a little bit slurred by alcohol. Don't do that.
Oh, like he's wrong.
Yeah, always blame the alcohol when you can't blame the cat.
Hello,
Oh,
everybody.
that's funny. How's it going? How you
Not
doing?
bad. Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We were just watching we just introduced Steve to the Red Wedding episode of Game of Thrones. Saw it
cool.
for the first time. So
Yeah.
I still haven't watched the last season.
My life on Game of Thrones.
I haven't watched the last season yet because there was so much media BS about it. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put it away until I forget it all and I can watch it on my own with my own opinion.
I have not. I've seen one episode and that is it.
yeah, I read all the books and then I watched the show, and the books are better, but I wasn't angry with what they did with the show until it came to the last season. So yeah.
Yeah, never got into it. I should check it out, but
So the entire time Game of Thrones has been a thing for everyone in the world, I've sat back and gone, I'm not watching that bullshit. And then just one day, X was playing it over on his Discord, and I was like, okay, I'll watch this. And I picked on every episode that I'd seen that I was watching. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to show you one episode. And he showed me one, and I'm like, okay, how did that happen? And he's like, right, we're going to start from the start. So we're halfway through season 3 at the moment.
It's an awesome series. I mean, I'm stuck on one episode. I haven't seen one episode of the last season. I'm on one episode. I mean, I just keep probably starting it, not finishing it.
You know, a show that I think would be right up Dick's alley is Big Mouth on Netflix.
Oh, that's a great show.
Big Mouth.
Yes,
Yes.
check it out. It's a little
Son of a
it makes you
bitch.
feel it makes you feel slightly uncomfortable because it's about like kids going through puberty, but it's animated. and they got the puberty monster on there, and the puberty monster makes them do all these. It's 100% up your alley.
It's a wonderful
Okay.
show.
Yes.
You have to check this out. Hey, we got another join here. We got Tornado in a junkyard. How you doing, buddy?
Hey,
Well,
Tornado.
I was trawling the weird side of YouTube.
Oh God, here we go. Oh shit.
That's how they ended up here.
Yeah.
Well, I
Didn't we
had
all?
blitzed into something, how we say, some weird video that had somehow ended up on my recommended list, even though I don't know how it ended up there. It was a sort
Liar.
of audio role play thing featuring a kitsune, and well, the less said about how raunchy it got, the better. I don't know how it got into my recommended feed. I don't know how it even got in there. I seriously don't know how it got in there in the first place. I don't even know what I was thinking when they linked me to that, but well.
Tornado, we don't mind the stream getting demonetized, but we don't want the whole channel being demonetized. So don't go any further.
YouTube
Yeah,
shut it down.
I'm not even sure what YouTube was thinking, linking me to that. But well, in a way, I'm glad they did. But in another way, I hate them so much.
I got to see a man about a horse. I'll be right back. Somebody say something.
He's already breaking the damn seal. This is going to be a wonderful night.
Who, me?
Well, I did that like 3 hours ago. Come on.
Yes.
How is he already breaking the seal? And what's that even refer to?
If you're drinking and once you pee, it's all downhill from there. You pee about every 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, talking about it, I'm doing the same.
Lovely.
Well, unfortunately for everyone here, I still have not managed to obtain my hands on any booze.
No.
Damn.
I am continuing my reputation as a stone cold sober debunker of bullshit.
Nice.
Is that
I'm
a
not really
problem?
much of a drinker myself either.
No, guys, you don't understand. My drink of choice on movie night is Mountain Dew.
Huh.
When I
That's
say
right.
stone cold sober, I mean it.
Hopped up on caffeine, well, you liar.
That's how I get through is caffeine.
Yeah, me
Coffee
too.
or tea.
I have an espresso machine. I just make shots of
Yeah.
espresso all day.
Oh, see, you're in my neck of the woods now. You said that, and I think I'm going to be visiting you a lot more.
So, who's Dark Steve?
Dark Steve's just some guy who's in upside down land that you don't need to worry about.
Yeah, he's from a country that doesn't exist. So
Is that a
So,
Yeah.
It's supposedly near the ice wall or something. We don't know.
yeah,
Oh,
so Steve,
The
how's it
White
going
Walkers.
in upside down land? Also, good day, mate.
I think he's pulling a Dick Dawson and going pee right now.
Yeah.
Most likely.
yeah, he was holding it all through Game of Thrones. So
Okay,
Oh, man.
I'm going to offend some people here by asking, the
Oh, God.
fuck is Game of Thrones?
Oh, Jesus. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. The Apollo footage stopped. Sorry, I'll get something for the background here. What does everybody want to watch on the background of the TV? Last time we had Apollo 17.
Yeah,
What do you guys want? How about
here.
Apollo 11 footage,
There you go.
That works.
What?
Daniel Patch water heater.
Sorry about that, guys.
It's okay.
No worries. Here we go.
I just want to come
I
back
got
and quickly say that Down Under Land is great.
I found a 3-hour fucking video of all the Apollo 11 footage. So here we go. We got nice TV fodder for the background. There we go.
Oh, yay. And we've got fodder to attract all the flat earthers.
Yeah.
Just direct them my way. I'll show them why I'm the angriest debunker.
Well, angriest, maybe loudest. Angriest, I think Jutmonkthedrunk Monkey sometimes gets as angry. Maybe not as analytical in his anger, but oh wow, does he go off? To the point where sometimes I can't even stop him anymore. Even though
Jut is brilliant though.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd the YouTube chat go? It's supposed to be live on the screen. That's kind of weird.
We've got 42 live viewers right now. 42.
Yay!
Oh, the answer to all.
Yes, exactly. All right.
So why are there
I
only
see
21
43, but
likes?
that could be because I'm in the future.
Oh, well, I like the future. Could you give me the lottery numbers, please, and thank you?
I didn't watch it, sorry.
Useless! No, it's all right.
I like when
dislike button hit.
Oh,
I like
by
when
the
Dark
way,
Seas speaks. You just see a close up of a kangaroo crotch.
by the way,
That's what I'm trying to fix.
Remember how I had gone completely off the rocker about that one asshole who emailed me about the remote administration tool and how he was going to blackmail me?
Oh, yeah.
I got another one of those a couple months ago.
You got to get a hold of Aimee when that happens. Aimee has actually done scam baiting on her personal channel. And you've got to get a hold of Aimee, Tornado, when that happens, because she knows exactly what to do.
I love pestering scammers. That's one of my things. I just love to pester them. I had one call me the other day, and I was so upset because when they left the voicemail message, the number was garbled. I was like, "Oh, birthday."
Yeah.
So
There's only 2 months before my birthday.
I know.
Oh, wow.
He's right, because it's the 20th over here right now. So.
I mean, seriously, this is just gold. This is just gold. Part 1. I am aware editor's note equals redacted is one of your passwords. Let me get directly to the point. Not a single person has compensated me to check about you. You may not know me, and you are most likely thinking, why are you getting this email? Editor's note. I know why I'm getting this email. It's because some twinkle-toed motherfucker decided he's a good idea to try and blackmail me because he's got some, I think, he's got some issues that he's been having to work out. But that's entirely on him. He should not have involved me.
Okay, Randolph, you can hear the youth in Tornado's voice, and when he said "twinkle-toed motherfucker," that was amazing, wasn't it?
I laughed, and then I unmuted myself and laughed again.
Yeah, so did I. That was amazing.
Well, I actually placed a malware on the adult video website, and there's more. You visited this website to have fun. You know what I mean. Editor's note. No, duh. Isn't that kind of the point?
Jesus.
When you were watching video clips, your web browser started out acting as a remote-controlled desktop with a key logo, which provided me accessibility to your screen and also webcam. Editor's note. The webcam, which doesn't exist. After that, my software collected every one of your contacts from your messenger. Editor's note. Doesn't exist. Facebook. Editor's note. Doesn't exist. As well as email. After that, I created a video. First part displays the video you are viewing. You have a fine taste, Ruffle. And second part shows the recording of your webcam. Editor's note. Data not found.
Why do I feel like I'm at a casting call for like an original Sean Connery Bond movie right now? Is it just me?
Is it going to be a rip-off of Sean as well?
Also, then he goes on to say, you get two different options. Why don't we take a look at the options in details? First alternative is to ignore this email. In such a case, I will send out their very own video clip to all your contacts and then consider concerning the humiliation you'll see. And definitely if you are in a romantic relationship, just how it will certainly affect. Editor's note. Do it, dumbass. Second option would be, and this is part 2. Second option would be to compensate me $1,751. Let's refer to it as a donation. Then I will most certainly will straight away erase your video. You can keep daily life like this never happened, and you would never hear back again from me. Editor's note. No, I intend to hear back from you just as soon as I subscribe you to everything.
If you're not, hold on, Nato. If you're not careful, somebody's going to stuff your bra and put you in a Russian T-shirt. I'm not kidding.
And it's all payable, but it's all payable in Bitcoin or Dogecoin, right?
Also, and you would never hear back again from me. Editor's note. No, I intend to hear back from you just as soon as I subscribe you to every last low-down, dirty gossip mag on the internet. You will make the payment through Bitcoin. If you do not know how to do this, just search how to buy Bitcoin in Google search engine. Bitcoin address to send to. Editor's note. Nobody cares what your fucking Bitcoin wallet address is, shitlord.
Speaking of Bitcoin and stuff, these kind of things permeate social media and whatnot these days, right? So, when I'm on the different services and I'm looking and, you get these things in your feed and whatnot, you always get some ridiculous crap. What are some of the things that everybody on the panel has seen in their social media feed that just made you stop and go, what the fuck?
Mine's obvious. Is when I was mining and I was trying to get Bitcoin and I was on my way and then I was just like, screw it, I'm going to give up. And then all of a sudden, Bitcoin fucking blew up. But then I went back down just as quick.
Yeah.
That was my moment. And I was like, no,
that was a fast bubble.
I'm out. Yeah.
I think I remember something I saw on my stuff through social media was someone sent me a photo it was like a meme. It was a joke and it basically had an adult toy in there. Next thing you know, adult toy stuff all over my social media and whatnot. And it was like, what the hell, from a meme? I was like, from a meme someone sent me and all this stuff is popping up. And it's just weird how they capture all that other stuff. Or the other thing too is,
just measure Google history.
No, that won't be on Google. That's on a different platform. Or just other random stuff. It's weird. It is bizarre how you could look up something just so stupid to see if someone was correct on something they said, and next thing you know, you're getting adverts all the time for something that you looked up once.
Also, this guy then says, in case you are curious about going to the authorities, well, this email cannot be traced back to me. Editor's note. Let's test that, shall we? I have taken care of my actions. I am not trying to charge a fee very much. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that $1,700 speaks very differently to what you're saying. I would like to be compensated in order to make the payment. If I do not get the Bitcoin, I will definitely send this video to all of your contacts, including relatives, co-workers, and so forth. Having said that, if I receive payment, I will destroy the video immediately. If you want evidence, reply, yup, and I will send out your video recording to your 19 friends. Editor's note. Editor's note. Oh, please do. It's not like what I looked at could be, easily found or anything.
Well, the funny thing is there are people who aren't computer literate. Some people who actually get really concerned about those things because there's a ring of truth to them.
Yeah, but for a lot of people, the only ring of truth they have is the red ring when they have had a little bit too much Taco Bell in their lives. So, there's that, right?
I also thought the Xbox.
The red ring of death. You know how many of those I've had to fix in my tech support years? Oh, my God.
I fixed them by throwing them at the floor.
I fixed them by doing a reflow. You throw them in the oven at 230 degrees for 15 minutes. You pull it back out. I mean, yeah, you have to strip the board, mind you. Don't put the whole damn console in there. And right. And yeah, I just realized what I was saying, and I was like, "Holy shit! I better clarify that." But when you after a reflow, you have to be very careful about airflow. So you can't just put it into the TV stand under your TV that has no airflow and it's just in its little cubicle baking and dying. Otherwise, it's just going to happen again, right? You know.
Yep. Exactly.
Although,
but that's another story.
Wow.
One of the ideas that I was thinking about doing when I got one of those sextortion scam emails is to mess with them by saying, "Oh no, you caught a video recording of me playing a space game. Whatever shall I do?"
No.
Do they reply?
Yeah.
Were you naked? Oh, they.
Yeah.
I need to go check out
watching
Amy's
those
channel on the
scam
scam baiting.
videos.
Yeah, I gotta watch how you do some of the scam baiting stuff because I've been getting a lot of texts lately that's clearly scam bait. I mean, it's so beyond obvious, and I want to mess back with them so bad, and I don't do it.
Yeah, you have to be careful too because you got to make sure that you don't use your numbers because then you'll either get more or they'll try to do anything to get back at you or anything like that, and they'll have some of your personal information. So, you should see how I do it. I usually get on my computer and I use Fire RTC and I just make up new numbers. And my scam baiting name is Elizabeth Windsor.
Nice.
Thank you. Because if they're the real IRS or the real Social Security, I'm the Queen of England. Okay.
Right. Well, that's the other thing too. Is funny is I would get calls all the time of like, your Social Security number is about to expire and blah 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 blah, and it's like, since when do they ever expire? You know, like, come on.
Oh, I had one call me. One of them called me. He got so mad when I wasted all his time asking him about his products and services that he started threatening to kill me and rape my family and all this stuff. So I did a star 57 call. Turned out the guy was in Ontario. And so the RCMP went and had a chat with him, and they wrote him up on a warning. He won't do that again. But normally they're outside of the country, so I lucked in with that one. But sometimes they get really mad. I got one call from one guy back in 2019 October. This guy, the recording said that my social insurance number is in some kind of legal trouble, and there's a warrant out for its arrest for my social insurance number. And this is how I handled the call. I'm just going to play it for you.
How shall you get arrested? Kindly press 1 and speak to an officer now.
Yeah, great. Service Canada. How may I help you? Oh, what did my social insurance number do? F-U-C-K. Huh?
That was the end of the call. He hung up. He spelled out
Wow.
Shortest call I've had from a telemarketer, aside from
That's brilliant.
Dedicated.
He probably had some more scam baiters call him that day because I even do the CRA and everything. I'll do them. I'll do IRS. Sometimes they're on the same number.
The one I like the most is the Hoax Hotel. That host, he is so good at acting as a total chump, but he's really not.
He's absolutely brilliant.
He is fantastic. Yeah.
He is. Oh my God.
There's a lot of really good ones out there. So I look forward to tuning into yours at some point.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping to revive that again. I'm hoping to get back into it and seeing if I can start that back up again because it's a lot of fun.
Oh, I've been recording these. Like, they're calling me. I'm not calling them at all. They all call me.
Yeah.
And I've been putting them on speakerphone and recording it because that's the best equipment I have for it. And I'm not set up to record phone calls otherwise. But sometimes we get into philosophical discussions like, Now, what do you think my impression of you is now that you've told me a number of lies? And then it's funny how they answer these questions sometimes.
It is. Oh, and some of the names they call you too when they finally figure out that you're not buying into what they're saying. Oh my gosh, we've had so much.
I believe it.
One of the best was on Hoax Hotel's channel when he called two of them up, and then he had them talk to each other, and they hated each other, and they're swearing at each other in these Indian dialects. And it goes on and on for like 5 minutes, and then he bursts in and says, "You do realize what's going on here, don't you?"
Yeah, I did see one too where it was like a guy. He got another call from a person while he was on the phone with a scammer, and so the one scammer was yelling at the guy saying, "No, don't listen to the other guy. He's a scammer." While the other scammer was saying, "No, don't listen to that guy. He's a scammer." So they're both trying to convince the person that they called that the other is the scammer while they're both obvious the scammer. I've watched a lot of the mainstream ones that are out there, but I got caught up for a while. Like I put in the side chat here a link to a police officer who she got a call while she was behind her desk, and they were threatening her with arrests and stuff like that. And then there was another one. He's not as popular, I don't think, but he's a lawyer, and he would call them back, or if they'd call him, and then he'd ask them, well, do you think I should get legal advice? What do you think about this? And he'd ask them all sorts of legal questions on it, like,
Cool.
oh, well, if they're going to come after me with this, don't you think that this and this and that, and see how they would respond to it, because obviously they're not here, they wouldn't know anything about it, and they're trying to claim that they're part of the IRS and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, one of my friends actually got a call from, quote, the Federal Reserve System.
Oh, wow.
I got a call. I've had a few.
Hold on, guys. Mipet, the Shills own Mipet has joined us. Hey, Mipet, how's it going?
Hey, guys. Yeah, not too bad. Pretty good. And
Love that dragon
scam calls, eh? Apparently, I owe the ATO money, the Australian tax office, but I haven't put in a tax return for 20 years, so that's interesting, isn't it?
20 years?
I've received a few calls from the IRS Canada Revenue Agency.
Wait,
of course you have.
Wow.
You got a message from who now?
Yeah.
That one's beautiful.
That's great.
They don't know what they're talking about.
That's funny. Wow. What the actual hell, man? That's too hilarious. Which country are you calling from again? Could you pick one, please?
I'm calling from India, sir. It's a very nice country. It is very, very good.
Hey, Nerthan Thompson is here. I always do that wrong. How's it going? That's some funny exchanges been online recently. Good job.
I've been saving these recordings for a few years, and I'm going to start a playlist on my YouTube channel in the near future called Canadian Teletools, where I play these. I'm going to have fun with these.
You put me on that, I'll kill you. You know that, right?
Oh.
If you want to review these on your channel, you're more than welcome. Everybody.
Yeah. I got a hilarious email in my scam trap email. It says, "Hello, do you want to join the great Illuminati Brotherhood to become rich, famous, and protected in life?"
Protected.
That's funny.
Yes, they flat out asked me if I wanted to join their group. I don't think that's how it works.
No.
Well, yeah, it's not where you want to be anyway, I mean, I don't think they hand out ice cream at the end of the meeting, so there's that,
It's easier to get into Scientology, apparently.
And probably less expensive too.
Oh yeah.
Scientology is fucking expensive.
I've seen a lot of I've seen a lot of weird spam over the years. I'm behind the scenes since the early 1990s. I've been involved in fighting spam kind of behind the scenes. There's actually quite a big community of people who do this. And we regularly get spammers kicked off their internet service providers, and they keep it's like whack-a-mole. They just find another one to hook up to, but we still create a hassle for them. And when you put pressure on internet providers who don't remove the spammer accounts, with blacklists and things, so it's actually quite a good effort. A lot of people put into it.
So you're saying they're the Daniel Pratts of spamming? They just keep coming back.
Yeah, they keep coming back. But it's not easy for them. They don't get a free reign. They keep getting kicked off these systems, so it's a hassle for the spammers. So
Randolph. There's a second community that does that with like chatbots and stuff being hosted on like hosting platforms and whatnot. That's another war that's being fought as well.
Yeah, I don't care too much about that one. The spamming one is important though, because what we're calling for is that it should be confirmed opt-in. So instead of people having to opt out, because if you get signed up for 10,000 email lists, how many a day are you going to have to opt out from?
Oh, at this point, I ignore my email because it's just, I mean, it's just a clusterfuck. Every time I open it, it's just a plethora of people I've already told to opt out of, and yet I'm still opted in because, we changed our terms of service, so you're going to have to redo that. No, fuck you. What I do is I abandon that email account and use it for assholes like you while I have a new email account for my actual friends and acquaintances and stuff. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, it's unfortunate that email turned out this way. This is what we really wouldn't happen. But if it wasn't for these blacklists and things, there'd be a heck of a lot more.
If it wasn't for that bullshit, Randolph, you know what would actually have happened is all these fancy SMS services like iMessage and stuff never would have been needed, and even text messaging wouldn't have been a big thing because we would have had email where we can have threads and so on, and it's just so much better, and it's archived on the damn server at the same time. Right. Whereas, like when I change my phone, unless I'm using Google Messages because I want Google to, scan all of my text messages, because why would anybody not want that? Please hear the sarcasm in that. OK, please. But you know what I mean? Email was the natural choice for this, but we bypassed it as if it's old school technology. And now all the kids and the youngsters are coming in. First they do Facebook, then they go to Twitter. Now they go to WhatsApp and Instagram and on and on and on. But it's all the same thing. It's all based on interaction. And we could have been trading these pictures and so on and so forth in a private way without all of this, boom, look at me. Like, you remember the South Park episode, Stan, poke your grandma, come on, Yeah.
Well, I liked it too. Like, remember when they had the national do not call list back when landlines were like the big thing? Yeah. And you can still put yourself on it. You can put your cell phone on it and stuff like that. But all that really does is block kind of like the toll-free numbers. I still get tons of spam calls from, computer-generated telephone numbers and stuff like that constantly. And so they found ways around it. And it's like, so then you have to go in and you'd have to report that specific phone number to the do not call list. And, there's some people that will take the time out to do that. But you have no clue how many times I see my phone. I don't answer a call if I don't recognize the number, period.
Most marketers don't care about do not call list. They'll say they're doing it, and then when somebody complains that, it was an accident, we'll correct it if any authorities contact them. It goes nowhere. They just don't care.
Well, and now what they do too is I've noticed is they'll call you on a number that's very similar to what your phone number is.
Fake caller ID.
Yeah. So then, like when I get a call, the first 6 numbers are exactly identical to what my phone number is, and then the last 4 are different.
So the way the professional scam baiters do it is they get the ANI code, which is the real phone number that can't be faked like the caller ID can, and it's spelled ANI code, and it's necessary for routing. It's like when you're dealing on the internet, you can't actually hide your IP. You can masquerade it, but you can't. The data's somehow got to get back to you, so your real IP is known somewhere. Maybe not by the destination server, but it is known somewhere. And so they're using that, and then they're calling back and faking their caller ID. And that's, I know that's what's going on. It's just the problem is that a lot of phone companies don't give you access to that. But some of the internet services do. The purely IP-based ones do. So if your provider can give you access to the ANI code, then you can be a tremendous spam baiter as long as you have the equipment to fake your caller ID as well.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, by the way, today's Tornado Gets Angry issues have been brought to you by USA Mountain Dew Red, White, and Blue. Code Red, White, out. Hashtag not actually sponsored.
Oh my God. I would if I didn't know better, I would swear you were from Newfoundland. That was an amazing jump in. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So in my area, I've had some anti-mask. I'm not sure that I would call them freedom fighters, if that expression makes sense to you, but I've had some anti-mask encounters over the last little while. And now that we've got vaccines being passed out and stuff, and governments are starting to say, oh, well, if you've got your vaccination, you won't have to wear a mask in public.
It's only the U.S. government saying that. No other government is saying that.
No.
Yeah, but they're right underneath us, and there's borders and stuff, and we're not only a Canadian show, right? So with all of this hanging in the air and whatnot, how is everybody to me, the idea of having to trust that somebody not wearing a mask has been vaccinated is frightening. How do you deal with that reality in the real world? Because we've all seen the videos, the Karens, the anti-maskers who yell and scream for 3 minutes. And then after those 3 minutes, they say, but I have an exemption. No, you don't, because you just yelled and screamed, right?
Dick, never fear. First, I want to say, here in America, we're SMRT. We're smart. SMRT. That's right. You heard it right. But never fear. All the people who aren't getting vaccinated, you had to have heard this. They're starting to wear their masks now. And you know why they're wearing their masks, right? Because all the vaccinated people are now shedding some sort of protein that is going to get them all sort of messed up. So they don't want to get messed up from the people who are vaccinated. So they're social distancing from the vaccinated people and wearing their masks.
You mean that I now have a way of scaring the anti-maskers?
Yes.
Wow.
That's how SMRT these people are. They screamed about not wearing a mask and their rights and all these issues that they have, but now because so many people are getting vaccinated, they're scared that they want to wear their masks when they're around these vaccinated people.
Issues, you say? Wow, that's an understatement.
Right? Yeah, it's wild. It's only here, only here can it happen.
Only in
America. We've got a thing brewing right now in Canada where they're starting to talk about rolling back the mask mandate as people get vaccinated. But unless you were going to put a stamp on your ID that you've been vaccinated and everybody wears it on their forehead on a hat as they walk around, you're going to have serious confrontation moments where people that haven't been vaccinated for more than 30 days and somebody else that's been vaccinated for 1 day have an argument. You could still be a carrier, blah, blah, and this and that. And holy like in smaller towns where you get people that love pickup trucks with hay bales in the back and stuff, and they all go drinking at night and whatnot. You got a lot of fucking shit brewing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like it's.
I'm from Missouri, so I know about what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's scary, man. It's scary,
What's
dude. You're like, yeah. Well, a pickup used to be, you know, the girl in the front row when I was playing a show live, but then it turned out to be something with 4-wheel drive. Yes. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, so
I was having a chat with Slim this morning, and it turns out that there's. Sorry, Tanner.
No, go ahead.
Give me 2 seconds. There's like 25 million people in Australia, okay? And there's 3.18 million people vaccinated already. And they're giving the vaccination to over 50s and people of Indigenous culture. That's how it's working down here. So, yeah. I'm sorry, Australia, pick your game up.
Well, yeah, but there's one thing you got to realize, you know, we exist in the debunking community. So when you say Australia, a lot of people are like, yeah, but, you know, he's upside down. The blood's rushing to his head. You know, like how much can we really take his word for it? You know,
well,
just fucking with you.
There's something that I ordered.
True.
But a lot of people are already up in arms about it. And I think New York, some places have already implemented this where it's something called an immunoband, and it's just like remember the old like Live Strong wristbands? It's kind of like that, but it's got a QR code on there, and if you scan the QR code, it links to a picture of your immunization card. So you can't get the band until you actually prove that you got both of the shots, you know, both doses of it. And so then that way, if you go to a shop and they say if they have a scanner or something, you can scan your wrist. Okay, you can go in without a mask. If you don't have it, then you have to wear a mask. Some people are already equating it to a certain world war as far as marking people. But I think it's, you know, if it means that people know that I've been immunized and that, you know, I'm trying to be safe with everything, I'll wear the damn wristband. I paid money for it. Oh yeah, you know, like. Go ahead, check it out. You know, scan it, and you'll see right there my card, my information. I got, you know, when I got immunized and by who and where.
Mark of the beast. Wow.
Yeah. Right. Wah. But it's like, it's to me, it's just one extra step of being safe and showing that, you know, this is my proof for it.
You know, for me, I'll just wear the mask. It's simpler and a lot less hassle. And the thing is, you may be vaccinated against all these known strains, but there could be some new strain you can still catch or carry and spread. Yeah, so wearing the mask is still important, which is why the CDC, what they're doing is totally irresponsible.
100% agree with that. I think they're dropping things too soon. And what's nice about where I'm going back to work is they're going to keep, it sounds like they're going to keep the mask mandate going as a policy. And I said, if I have people come in right away who are saying, you know, well, it's just a policy, you know, it's not blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, our policy is when you're flying inside the wind tunnel, you have to wear a helmet. Do you not want to wear your helmet while you're in there? It's a safety thing. You know, well, no. Okay, well, then you're not flying either. So either put your damn mask on or get the hell out. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't see how this has become such a big fucking issue just for people that want to be like, I don't believe in it. It's all a government conspiracy. Like, I'm not even trying to do his accent. That just came out. But you know what I mean? Yeah.
How did it become political is what I want to know. How did an illness become political?
Blame QAnon.
Yes.
Blame Trump. It became political because Donald Trump is, I think, where the anti-mask movement all began. Because one day he was up talking publicly to the world and saying, oh, well, looking at this document, it says wearing a mask is optional, so I'm not going to wear a mask.
Yeah.
And so maybe you don't need to wear a mask either. And boom, all his followers did that, you know.
That's true. It's leadership, you know, and regardless of
Weak
party.
No,
leader is going to destroy a lot of things. You got to lead by
weak
example.
leadership.
Yeah.
Weak
Trump's case,
leadership.
No. In Trump's case, it's not leadership; it's followership. He doesn't have leadership ability.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But
He couldn't
that's the thing,
lead.
if you would have had a
The
good leader, if you'd had
followership
someone lead by example and be like, hey guys, this is serious. We could eradicate it in 2 months if we all just stay the hell home. If you have to go out and get groceries, put your mask on. But let's just buckle down as hard as we can and get through
Yeah.
this. If you had someone come out who's in a good position to say that, that's where it needed to be.
And the political divide is so strong there that if Barack Obama at the time was recommending not drinking battery acid, there'd be a lot less Republicans in the world.
Jesus Christ. Okay, here, Randolph, I'm going to end that for you with a very popular, mostly Eastern expression. Lord, Thunder, and Jesus, boy.
Sorry, did I come across a bit opinionated there?
Oh, that was awesome, though. I loved it because that's exactly what it takes to actually get something done in the world is an educated opinion, not, a flapperjack opinion where you're standing there in the wife beater and a pair of fucking undies you haven't changed in 3 days, flipping flapjacks on the stove going, you know what, honey? I saw some funny lights in the sky last night. That's not helpful, right?
One thing I heard was
got me in stitches, man.
Why did you guys get a beer after that?
One thing I did like is they were saying
lights in the sky, and I think they're aliens.
there's not aliens up in their sky there, But no, someone made a good point. If they want to make it political and they don't want to wear their masks, let them go around without wearing their masks on because they can just knock everyone out. They're taking each other out. So the next time that elections come around and a certain party is wondering why aren't people voting for us, well, maybe if you would have told your people that this was a serious thing and they wouldn't all be dead from not wearing masks and stuff like that.
Okay, as much as I don't like the Republican Party, I wouldn't wish COVID on anyone.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, that's the way it goes, though. If you're gonna be a party where you say like, don't worry about your mask and stuff, and then you wonder why your electoral group is
holy fuck! Yeah, our donation's down this month. What are we gonna do? Well, there's nobody left. We killed them all, assholes.
Generate fundraiser. That's what you do.
I don't hold back the way some of you do. I'll say it, so I don't give a shit.
The anti-maskers ain't right, I tell you what.
Oh my God, that was good. Yeah,
that was brilliant.
Randolph. Yeah, Randolph, do that boy ain't right.
Me, Bobby?
Yeah,
hey, Bobby,
do that
you
boy.
See lights in the sky again, Bobby? We're out to see the doctor.
Do that boy ain't right.
That boy ain't right, I tell you what.
It's like
now you gotta find someone who says, "That's my purse. I don't know you."
Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
I don't know you anymore.
That was perfect.
Anybody seen Boomhauer? I think you got my beer. You took my beer yesterday. Haven't given it back.
Hey, wait a minute. Isn't Boomhauer the big old dang old guy? Isn't that the guy that? Yeah. Oh. Holy shit, Randolph. That was too funny for words, you son of a bitch. That was amazing.
So did I nail the voice pretty good?
Holy shit, man.
Between Matt and doing his Peter Griffin and you doing Hank Hill, wow, we got a show here.
One day I did that Hank Hill voice on Neil's channel, Neil the 604 Atheist, with the everybody was talking, and I fit in. And he said, "Everybody stop! Who did that?" And I just let everybody try to guess what the heck he's talking about. And then I finally said to him,
"What? You mean this voice?"
And he said, he was so surprised it was me. He didn't suspect it was me at all.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's amazing, man.
Do the damn it, Bobby. I want to hear the damn it, Bobby.
Damn it,
Damn it,
Bobby.
Bobby.
Hey.
Damn it, Bobby! I told you not to drink my beer.
Yeah, the other one that was really good is when he goes, "If you weren't my son, I'd hug you."
First,
If you weren't my son, I'd hug you, Peggy. Well, I think I've had a bit too much beer.
Oh.
That's like that's
cigarette, but I can't.
spot on. Like that is spot on.
Now, if you start talking about your urethra,
No, we're not going
man.
to talk about my urethra. That topic's off limits.
No, it's all about propane and propane accessories, right?
Yeah, propane and propane accessories. You have to make sure to put the emphasis on the right syllable.
yeah.
I'm gonna die. Oh my god, that's awesome.
We just need people who can do Beavis and Butthead now.
Yeah. So.
Lights in the sky, Bobby. I told you. You ought to be careful.
I'll tell you.
Hey, speaking of lights in the sky, let's switch this over. Is anybody here into astronomy? And specifically, does anybody have any gear? Do you have a telescope or anything?
I've got two.
I've got one, and I'm getting a electronic one to track automatically for me soon.
Both of mine are refractor telescopes. Yeah, both of mine are refractor.
Okay. I got a light bucket. I got a Newtonian. So, Dark Steve, you're doing some cool upgrades. So what do you got right now? What are you running?
I have an 80-inch Newtonian at the moment.
Nice.
80. Fucking hell. Yeah, 8-inch Newtonian at the moment. And that's what I'm using. That's where most of my photos, like that picture of the moon that I'm using now for my is actually taken through my telescope.
You bastard.
Well, I did want to zoom out to try and get it clear because it was really bright light.
Yeah.
Like,
again,
Dark Steve,
that he had something way bigger than it actually was.
Dark Steve, on an 8-inch mirror, what was the eyepiece on that? Is that like a 20 or a 25? Because you're pretty wide field there, right?
That was a 2-time. I didn't use the 2-time Spalo for that one, and I used a 20 mil, and I zoomed in and took the photo through an iPad camera.
Oh, okay, cool. The other day on the Shills, we had Dr. Bob, the science guy, over. He's actually going to be joining the Shills. Well, he's now one of the team. He's going to be joining us regularly coming up. Not every night, but when he can. And he knows my son. My son's on the autism spectrum. And Dr. Bob and my son have known each other since Bob had like 20 subscribers, right? They know each other in the background. So when he found out that I didn't have a camera yet to set up on the telescope, he got my address right away, and he's sending me the one that Wolfie 6020 sent to him to get him started. Now it's coming to me.
Oh, damn, man.
How cool is that, right?
Cool. That's awesome, Dick. That's awesome.
Yeah. I was floored. I was like, wow. So what we're going to do is we're going to get it going, and we're going to do some stuff on the Shills channel with it and whatnot, right? But then when I do my upgrade in the future, it's getting passed on, because how could I do anything less? You know what I mean? So this is going to be, we got somebody incoming. Jesus, I wasn't paying attention. But this is going to be one of those things where it's going to end up being a community item, and everybody gets their chance. And Dr. Bob, like Bob the Science Guy, if you don't know who he is on a personal level, he is one of the greatest dudes. I've known him since he had like 7 subscribers or something, right? And I mean on a personal level, you know, and he is just one of the best people you could ever know. So, when
and he
being
makes
a doctor,
videos with the camera.
Oh, well, he's got autism in the family as well. So when he found out my son was on the autism spectrum, it became one of those things where we're pretty tight, you know, that way. And even if I don't talk to him for a few months or whatever, you know, it's he's a fantastic guy. I just can't say enough, you know, like there's a lot of people in the debunking and whatnot live chat scene that we all know, right? But he is one of the special guys. You know, he's really that cool.
How nice.
I agree.
You know, yeah.
I've been chatting with him for a while. I haven't been there for a while, but yeah.
Real quick, I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. I got to hop off. I got to get the dogs out, get showered and whatnot. So I want to thank you guys for letting me be on and chat with y'all and have a fun night just goofing around.
It's been great laughing with you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
oh, buddy.
Yeah, nice to meet you all. So.
Nice to meet you.
And
See
okay,
you too,
Boomer, I'm
bud.
glad you just
You
came
gotta get
in.
wet,
I'm
baby.
going to say hi to you, but I'm also going to say goodbye to you. So
Hey, take two.
Yeah.
have a good night.
Hey,
everyone.
well, you know how it goes. We can kick one asshole off the show, and we can welcome another one to it. Right?
Hey, I'm not an asshole.
Boomer, how you doing, buddy? What's happening? Yeah.
I'm good. Hey, it's great I come in at astronomy because tonight is 1 week from tonight is a beautiful, what is it, a giant eclipse happening where we guys in Victoria and the eastern seaboard of Australia are exceptionally well placed. We're going to get it at 7 p.m. till about 11 p.m. So we'll be breaking out the telescopes. Yep.
Oh,
and these are
Yep.
Boomer, if you've got any footage to share, we could do a simulcast over on the Shills.
I will do that on the show. I've set up Planet Walk to do the same because he's 2 hours ahead, and hopefully Nick's going to maybe throw us up something too. But we've all got good phones, so nowadays we could probably do it. I'm going to work on logistics.
You know that?
Yes,
you all have all those nice, awesome telescopes, and I've got just 2 like fucking refractors that are less than 3 inches in diameter.
All
you know what, dude?
Well, biggest
Tornado
when it comes to a telescope.
Tornado, I'll make you a deal right now. As soon as I've got some eyepieces and Barlows and stuff, and as soon as I get the camera, I'm ready to upgrade my tube, right? So I will send you my tube when I upgrade it. It's yours.
Wait, you mean your Newtonian Dobsonian light bucket thing, or what?
Yeah. I'll send you my 6-inch Celestron Newtonian when I upgrade it in about 4 or 5 months. You know, it won't. It'll at the most it'll be 6 months, but you can have the tube when I upgrade.
Cool, awesome. I'd have to ask. I'd have to get mom's
awesome,
permission. You know Mom Nato, right?
Oh yeah, well I know your mom well. So all she has to do is, you guys when I get the new tube, you give me the address, I'll send it over. We'll send it over as parts to be fixed, so it's only worth $40 across the border. And I'll take the mirror out of the tube and I'll pack it separately because you can put it back together. You're smart, you can handle it, no problem. And that way you won't pay any import fees. And $25 shipping, $30 shipping, boom. You got the telescope. It's yours.
Cool.
I'll give it. Yeah, it's yours. It's not going to be like tomorrow. It's going to be like a few months down the road. I know. But I'm about to get the camera, and that was the last piece, and then I want to upgrade the tube.
You're a cool guy. You're a really cool
I try,
guy.
buddy. I try, buddy. And if it was going to go to anybody, it's got to be you because you're somebody who will literally geek out on it as much as I have. And that's important,
You have to remember that
I'll still take you up on that ET challenge.
I've geeked out
Yeah.
regarding Kerbal Space Program. And that's just a game where I build rockets.
Yeah, but so do I, buddy. So do I. I love this stuff. And the refractor is got a great place in life, but you need a light bucket. You need a Newtonian to really go deep, right? And you got to have one. So we got to get you set up.
Cool.
I've got a refractor that's like a 3-inch, and we used it out my son's bedroom in the window. What we did was you take a big piece of screen, like way bigger than your window screen is, so it's all saggy, but you cut a hole and you put a little we got it at the dollar store, this little flap, and we put it in the hole, and the hole is big enough to go around the telescope. And because it's all loose and baggy, you can use your refractor and you can point it anywhere you want, and you still have a screen, but you're in your bedroom or whatever room you want, and you're using your telescope out the window. It's seriously cool.
Yeah.
Right?
That sounds seriously cool, man.
Yeah, it is. And it only cost a few bucks because it's just cheap screen. You pull the rubber out of the screen, you put the new piece in, away you go, right?
How did I end up meeting such cool cats?
The internet, baby. The internet, baby.
The internet's made of cats. Of course it's going to happen on the internet.
That's right.
Yeah, he's speaking my language, because to me, everybody's a cool cat, unless they, suck. But,
Oh, you mean like sovereign citizens?
I
do not swear.
Anti-vaxxers.
Yeah.
I don't know what's so funny about seeing sovereign citizens getting their windows smashed.
It's their reactions.
Well, that shows them right.
It's their reactions that make us laugh.
It's like I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Actually, it's Miss Cassandra's reaction that's making me laugh. That was too funny. She said, "For fuck's sakes, Dick, loose and baggy. Come on, you're making this hard on me." That's too funny. I love it. Well, what the hell?
With regards to Solve Sid's, Billy Bragg, who was on one of our talk shows a few years back, came out with a great comment. He said, there's a lot of narrow-minded toe rags out there, and somebody's got to represent them, which I thought was pretty appropriate from Mr. Bragg.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, was it just me, or did half of everything he said just come out roboted? Is it just me, or?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Issue.
Yeah, it's
okay.
I heard all the words. I couldn't.
Hang on.
Yeah.
It was roboted for me too.
Okay, let's all
go
talk.
kick your kangaroos, Boomer.
No, I'll go and switch off Discord. Okay, that's usually the one. Did that come out okay?
Yeah.
you're
Pull
clear now.
Joey out his pouch and try again, buddy.
Did that one work all right?
Yeah, there we go.
You're clear now.
Okay, just to re-quote it, Billy Bragg said there's a lot of narrow-minded toe rags out there, and someone's got to represent them. That's in view of guys like Trump and soft sits. Okay, so am I good now?
Yeah. You came through crystal clear, but I think the reaction was still the same.
I didn't know whether you heard.
I'm busy playing Ark Survival Evolved, and I'm loving the way this Stargate that I'm putting together is looking. Like, seriously, I'm loving how it's starting to look. It's the Milky Way Galaxy Gate.
Wait, what?
It's the old clunky gate. The one with the big stone grinding sounds. The Kong, and then ka-chunk.
Yeah, I heard Stargate and you won me instantly.
What?
Guess what? What's Stargate? I don't know Stargate.
Oh, no, I always get in trouble on the Shills live streams because I didn't really like the Stargate movie that much. I liked the first like 40 minutes of it, but then when it becomes like an action adventure movie, I just kind of find it doesn't really work for me. And all of the people that watch the Shills give me shit because I've never watched Stargate SG1, and I've actually downloaded season 1 and I've tried to start watching it, but I can't bring myself to do it because I can't picture MacGyver jumping through wormholes from galaxy to galaxy. I don't think I can. I don't think I can do it. I don't know.
He doesn't have the mullet. It's not MacGyver anymore.
I find the Stargate SG1 series to be very boring and dry. It's like a poorly made soap opera is how I feel. Like I have nothing against it. It doesn't interest me. I'm more of a Star Trek and Orville type of person.
Well, that's how it looks now.
Yes.
I mean,
I agree
back in the day when it was cool, and it looked less like it, but it looks like that now. Well, in my opinion, I mean.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I think the Orville blows all of them out of the water, actually. The Orville seems to be the duck's guts nowadays, and we may have decisions later this year.
Well, the Orville is awesome.
Sorry, I'm stubborn to this. What are you talking about?
The Orville. The Orville.
Barman, creator of Family Guy, has a variant of Star Trek out there called the Orville, and it's fantastic.
I love it.
Okay.
It's the Star Trek we all deserved and didn't get. It's very so good. It's so good.
That's hilarious.
It's very strongly influenced by Star Trek: The Next Generation. With a slightly more modern look to it.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna find this.
And slightly, you'll actually get it on AB.
The first episode of the first season before anything else, because so much ties back to that first episode.
Yep. Also, we have it here on ABC iView or SBS, think, Steve.
Oh,
so if you subscribe to those, you can jump in and just literally get the back issues. Do episode 1. And it is a fantastic series.
Thank you, Boomer. I will. I've just introduced my partner to Game of Thrones, but now I'm going to have to sleep in bed next to her watching my phone.
We watched that with our kids. They liked it. But the Orville, the only thing disappoints me about the Orville compared to Star Trek is that they kind of rush through some of the philosophical points, especially ethics and things, whereas like they know all the answers. But with Star Trek, they take their time mulling it over and considering different possibilities. So I think Star Trek's a bit stronger on that. But otherwise, Orville's fantastic.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to check that out.
I don't want to talk about any of the plots because it's going to be a spoiler for Steve, but I thought the Total Democracy one, where everybody votes for whether people are guilty or innocent over their morning coffee, was an exceptional episode, I thought. That's like Facebook.
That was fantastic. What a great way to express how bad democracy could be.
Don't worry, I'll do my best to forget it.
Yeah, and Alana's security issue in the holodeck, that was fantastic, that episode.
We're not spoiling anything here. When you watch it, there's a lot more to it than what we're talking about here.
Yes.
The other guys tried to do that with Game of Thrones, and I forgot everything, and then I started watching it from the start, and I'm so intrigued with Game of Thrones now. So I guarantee I can do the same thing here. So feel free to talk about it. I will make myself forget it.
So Game of Thrones is in the past, and Orville is way in the future. What a contrast! You'll be really enjoying it.
Oh, dude, I love fantasy and all that.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, I think even today I'd say Star Trek: The Next Generation is my favorite of all the Star Trek series.
I still love watching Star Trek, Stargate, Stargate Atlantis. Well, Deep Space Nine, when it comes to Star Trek, not so much a big fan.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's a bit more wartime, and they got more into the religious woo stuff and power wraith deities and all this kind of nonsense. So yeah, they kind of went off into the unrealistic side of things there.
Yeah. Question: Did the Mandalorian end that series?
I'll be back.
Are there going to be more episodes or what? Mandalorian.
I'm thinking that was more or less like an offshoot movie similar to Solo or Rogue One, you know, the sort of, what do you call it, children of the Star Wars trilogy that got totally destroyed by Kathleen, what's her name? I don't even want to dignify her by giving her a title. I thought those offshoot Star Wars movies were fantastic. Rogue One was exceptional, as was Solo. I thought they were fantastic.
I like Solo. Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it cool?
Has
And
anybody
as a
seen
young
the new-
lout.
Has anybody seen the new Star Trek series Picard? I thought that one was beautifully done.
I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I loved it.
And they made Patrick Stewart look so old in that. And then later on it becomes obvious, it becomes clear why.
Yeah.
That was very cleverly done that.
It was 20, wasn't it 25?
I'm trying not to spoil it.
25.
What? Can't hear you.
Wasn't the timeline, it was, I think it was 5 years after Nemesis. Or was it 25? I can't remember. It was after the movie Nemesis. When it comes to Picard's timeline, it was after Nemesis.
Oh, after Nemesis. Damn, I don't. All the Next Generation movies in order just kind of blur into like what would have been season 8, except they went and bothered to put it on the fucking big screen. You know.
I just sent you something cool.
Yeah, I'm disappointed by the Next Generation movies.
They're
could have been
terrible. Yeah.
I should have got that guy who directed Pulp Fiction to direct those Star Trek movies.
Yeah.
That would have been fantastic.
I think something that has really come of age over the last 20 years has been series writing. When you look at all of the Star Trek series, or pretty much any television series, the writers jam-pack a lot of good stuff into an hour. I can't think of a Star Trek movie I've actually walked out and thought that was good. Any of the movies seem to fall into that formula written, it must have this, romantic interest. They stick to the old formula and they just don't give the variations. It's highly predictable, whereas a lot of Next Generation stuff, I'd sit there at the end digesting it, thinking, wow, did that just happen? And The Orville's the same. I just love digesting a great 1 hour episode. A movie, it's a different experience now.
And some of those two-parters would have made great movies.
Yeah, there's a really classic, I think it was during season 3 or 4 of Next Generation where they did a little 1 hour behind the scenes, and Berman, one of the producers, is on camera and he was like, yeah, in season 1 we had Deanna Troi kind of dressed up like some cosmic cheerleader, but we fixed that. And like he was really honest about a few of the real, oh wow, did we screw up moments. But Next Generation by season 3 is some seriously solid TV. But the first season is hard to stomach if you don't know where the last season leads you to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's kind of like on square wheels.
Yeah.
By the way, Dick, did you check your Discord?
Which is what I like about it.
On that two of those episodes could have made a great movie. I tend to think All Good Things, which was the last of Next Generation, worked better as two-part TV because we were all talking about it at work from 1 week to the next what was going to happen. It left you on such a cliffhanger that it just worked so well. Wouldn't have come across in a movie. I loved it for that reason. And
it wasn't so much work for me. It was at school.
I would look at it this way. I would look at it this way. All Good Things was one of the first nerd-based, water cooler talk in the office-based things that became like Lost in the way people would talk about how it evolved and stuff. That was one of the earlier ones for the nerds and the sci-fis to go, wow, what the fuck? What's going to happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah. In fact,
you have to say Lost.
it's a product of the internet age now where you went back to when things were more formatted, you went and bought a car or a motorbike on Thursday because that's when that paper came out. You did real estate on a Saturday, and you knew what you were doing. You would watch a movie on a Sunday night because that's the only choice you had. Now you can do anything 24/7. We're all synchronized now. I can't say, did you watch whatever on Netflix or whatever on YouTube? Because there's thousands of little things we could all see. So the water cooler's evaporating. Oh, there's a nice pun. The water cooler speak is now evaporating as we speak.
Anyway, I'm heading off, guys. And Discord and Dick, seriously, check your Discord. I just sent you something cool.
Okay, will do.
Stargate thing.
Cool, buddy. Well, hey, we'll talk to you soon here then.
We'll see you soon, okay, Tornado?
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Take care, buddy. And Renee and me has jumped in to take his place. Renee and me, how's it going? You're meat and meats, dumbass. You'll figure it out.
Fucking brutal.
All I know is I will now forever have an image of burnt into my brain of a guy standing around in skanky underwear flipping flapjacks. Once again, thanks for nothing, Dick Dawson.
That's hilarious.
It's that whole thing in Canada. If the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. I figure that whole thing with the flapjacks is handy, right? So, that's where it falls in, right? We're good. Yeah, we've been just screwing around all night, Renee. Well, we've just been screwing around all night doing whatever the hell. At this point, I don't even know where to lead us on to the next thing. We had a great one on astronomy. We had a couple on, we went to some really weird places, but we won't go there again.
Well, not today, anyway.
I've been along all night. I've been listening in.
Yeah, so where do we go from here?
Now that all of the children have grown up.
Anybody remember old sci-fi from the 1980s, like Buck Rogers and shows like that?
Oh, I love them. I got Buck Rogers downloaded. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love those shows. Donald B. Belisario becomes the guy. Oh no, Glenn Larson. It's Glenn Larson that was the sci-fi guy. Yeah.
Oh, the 18.
Right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, and the original Battlestar Galactica and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That definitely had a 1970s trash look to it. Sort of like Red Dwarf did.
They used to do in the early 80s in my area where I lived, when they played the syndication repeats of the original Battlestar Galactica, the intro before, from the TV station was, "Who knew the future would look so much like the 70s?" It was so funny.
That's hilarious. Oh wow,
it was awesome. Yeah,
I'm still disappointed. We don't have bubble egg chairs and all that.
Ardoin and I every 2 weeks are now covering various old movies from the pre-Star Wars era, which is when it was all very crusty. And some of the old black and white stuff from the 50s and 60s, it's actually got a certain cheesiness about you. The bad acting, the bad dialogue. It is it's a comedy set unto itself. It's over-narrate, as Aimee found out a couple of weeks ago. They're quite a lot of fun. It's sort of like when you used to get there with your mates, have a couple of drinks, and you've all seen the movie so much, and you commentate it. It's a bit of a blast from the past.
What was that one that I used to love to watch? Not Santa Claus, Space Aliens. What the hell was it?
The Gremlins?
Well, it was an old black and white. It was there was Santa Claus in space, and there was Space Cadets. Remember that one? There was a television program called Space Cadets. I mean, it was old, black and white.
Sounds familiar.
Can you give us a bit of a format? Because it rings a bell here. I think I've destroyed those brain cells. Must have been pre-LSD.
It's an Australian thing, Boomer. We're good. We're good.
Too much beer again.
Yeah. Well, yeah, beer. That's a good thing. In fact, isn't it funny when you go in after COVID, right? We're all socialising a bit now because we've gone through the hard aspects of it. And when people get to make this at home, and then they look at you funny when you drink all their beer and take a nap in the kitchen. What is it with people?
I like it when they chuck a shit because you're having a nap in the toilet and everyone else wants to use it.
Oh, was it you? Sorry about that, Steve. I didn't know.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Sorry.
It washed off. Okay, it's all right, mate.
Yeah.
We didn't film it. Nowadays, everyone's got a camera. Oh, you've got to be so careful.
All right, next time, maybe.
Oh, okay. And just for those who need to know, Steve and I are 2 states apart, so yes, anything said is actually in jest. Disclaimer. In fact, the other day I was at the supermarket. As I've said, COVID, we're all getting out and about again. And I was at the supermarket and I had to basically nature called. So I jumped into the cubicle and I sat down and getting prepared for the business. And I've heard someone say, "How are you?" And I thought, I'm okay. And they said, "So what have you been doing?" And I said, "Not much." And they said, "So you come here often?" I said, "Well, I try to avoid it, but whatever." And then the person said, "I'm going to have to call you back. Some dickhead in the other cubicle keeps answering all my questions."
Oh. That one.
Okay, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Excuse me while I digress. I found it. It was a series called Tim Corbett Space Cadet. That was the name of it.
Googling now.
Yeah. Oh my God, Google.
Brit started on a radio and moved on to television. Pretty comical.
That was a radio program.
We're talking bad acting, the whole 9 yards. It's just we're talking B-rate, a cheap B movie in a nutshell. It's bad, but
sounds fantastic. As bad as Flash Gordon?
Oh shit!
Yeah, pretty bad.
Pretty much on scale. Gordon, not Flesh Gordon.
Yeah, Flesh Gordon.
Oh my God, this was like the hardest thing to Google because I had to go to the bottom of every search result.
Oh.
Says a lot about its popularity. So what is this you're doing here, Dick? This is strange. It appeared in my YouTube. I just turned it on after having a late night. And what are you doing now? Is this like a new pub chat on a free pub chat night? Or what's going on here? Explain it to me. I'm all new to this.
It's simple. I was drunk and bored, and I gathered a bunch of people together to keep me occupied.
Yeah, right on.
Normally you bash out 3 million Iron Maiden tunes and things like that. So this is the DJ without the D.
Yeah, the last music stream we did, not only did we get a couple of we've had music streams where we do that DJ bullshit, right? And we get our record is 95 copyright claims on one stream, and I wear that like a badge of honor. You know what I mean? Because they didn't shut down the stream. They just took a claim, and that's fine. It's your music. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck. If 95% of you want to share 3/4 of fuck all, you can go ahead. That's fine. I agree with you, but you get the odd musicians like AC/DC and a few who will block you and shut your stream down. Okay. Yep. You learn by experience not to play their thing, but the last time we did this, not only did we deal with that bullshit, but YouTube gave us a community strike warning. And a community strike like not a warning, but a real community strike to a channel like ours that always does everything live and stuff. Hold on, Mipet. I'm going to mute you because I don't know what you're doing, but that's a lot of noise. A channel like ours that only does live stuff, if we got a community strike and weren't allowed to go live, we would be fucked for a couple of weeks. Oh, somebody's trying to get in and I'm not paying attention. Here we go. Hey, Jay is here. All right, cool, awesome. So, hey, Jay, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Oh, good, man. Good. I was just explaining some bullshit about YouTube. So, yeah, you know all about this.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Oh, if I do another music video, I get a 1 month ban.
Well, yeah, and this is what happened was we did these DJ streams and we used to get away with it. But now YouTube has changed the terms of service, and it specifically says if you use known copyrighted material and rebroadcast it. So in other words, if you do a DJ stream, you're fucked. And they are no longer allowing that. It is done and over.
So, I was actually thinking about bringing the decks out and using VDJ and all that, and just putting a bunch of music together and only giving them like 6 to 7 seconds each song with a basic beat in the background.
Yeah,
but
I'm there goes my Dawson doing a karaoke stream.
Well, Jay,
you can't even sing.
Well, Jay, this is what I was thinking, dude. I was thinking instead of doing music streams where you just play the commercial music, what if we get like 9 or 10 musicians and everybody has their guitar and their mic set up and stuff, and instead we jam the motherfucking tunes. Now, you can't jam in real time due to latency and stuff, but each person could play their own rendition, even if backtracks are enabled, right?
Okay, there is a couple of ways there, Dick. I've found something. If you do a cheesy version, you use a sequencer that's a little bit whack, like an old thing from the 80s. Sounds a bit clinical. The algorithm might not pick it up. But look, there's a couple of angles on this, and we had a guy here in Australia, Steve would know of him, as would Mipet. His name's Clive Palmer. Now, he's a mining magnate. He's done all sorts of weird shit, like wanted to rebuild the Titanic, make another Titanic, make a Jurassic Park, and he had a lot of money to throw at our last election. Now, one of the things involved is he wanted to use the song by Twisted Sister, We're Not Gonna Take It Anymore. Now, that only recently came out of the courtrooms about 2 weeks ago. And the upshot of it was, and this was a Chief Justice in charge, so that's a pretty high-ranking magistrate here in Oz. That's a big case. And this guy's a billionaire. So basically, Twisted Sister's management, it's not Twisted Sister or ACDC, it's the management who have the lawyers. They took them to court, and this is unbelievable, the shit they came out with. Firstly, they said, they asked Twisted Sister, can we use it? Twisted Sister said, yeah, you can use it, 150 grand, you can have it for 6 months. We get the ultimate say as to yay or nay. And Clive Palmer's boys went, nah, we'll give you 35. And Twisted Sister said, nah, fuck you, don't use it. After that, he then used it anyway, a bit like Mr. Trump did. They used it anyway, so the management took them to court. What then happened was they said, well, hang on, we've changed enough words to make it ours. Nah, that doesn't fly. You can't, you've got to change substantial things. Anyway, so that one didn't fly. The next bit of shit they threw at the wall was, hang on, it sounds like Come O Ye Faithful, some Christmas carol. And again, nah, that doesn't work. And then Clive Palmer says, well, they released the song in 84. I just happened to have wrote all these lyrics down in 1978, but my office staff threw the paperwork out. This is dog ate my homework shit. The magistrate, the Chief Justice said, no, fuck you, $2.5 million. You know what would be great is if the Twisted Sister gang used that $2.5 million to re-release the song about how Clive should pay his workers, because he owes about $2 million to Australian workers. So Clive Palmer has basically tried everything that a rich bastard does and costing him $2 million, $2.5. Of course, he's a billionaire, so that's not a significant hit, but at least it's one for the good guys. So it's both ways. You know, we own the material. Dick, you write a song. You want if you deserve it, you deserve money for it. If someone steals it and aborts it, well, I won't do too many points because I'm monologuing. But yeah, it's a tricky thing. It's a bit of a tightrope because I want my material out there. Yeah.
There's more to it than that, though, because you got to look at it from the SOCAN and ASCAP perspective, the American and Canadian copyright for musicians thing, because they kind of wrote the rules that spread around everywhere, right? And how it works is you can only copyright the lyric, the words, and the melody. That is the actual law behind it, right? But if I was to take the big drum intro from whatever song or whatever, you know what I mean, and use it for something, YouTube's algorithm will flag it and call me for copyright. But that drum intro is not copyrightable. So that becomes a very big...
Yep, Stupefied by Disturbed on the drums, just by myself, no background music or anything like that. That would get flagged.
Yeah, and it shouldn't because it's not copyrightable. You cannot copyright a drum beat or a guitar riff because it's already been set in stone in North American law that the only thing copyrightable about music is the lyric and the melody. But we have we have the music associations, the people that hold the copyrights and enforce them, doing such an amazing job of a lobby in the background that we have companies like YouTube that will instantly block you using the drum intro to an Ozzy song because Ozzy Osbourne's people, whoever do the publishing, submitted it to YouTube and it was a content match. But that content match is not legal for a copyright content match. It shouldn't even come up as a shared revenue claim. Yet it does. Well, and it's a really deep set of, it's a huge can of worms. And I understand YouTube's policy on it. I really do, because what they do is they go, oh, really? You submit your content to us to get claimed so that we can say, hey, you've got something going on, right? Okay, cool. But what they don't do is follow the law on why you submit that content. And that's where the problem is. So I've talked too long. We've got some hands up. Amy's been waiting to get in.
Sure. Yes, we have a super chat from Mother of Dragons for $10. She says, love all of you. No witty message, just blessed this month. So I thought I would pass it on. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes. Thanks, Mother of Dragons. That's awesome. That's awesome. We were talking in the side chat earlier, and when she's all removed and grooved and situated, she'll be joining us on a couple of shows. So that's cool. And Boomer, you got your hand up, man. So you're up next here.
Oh, just a quick question. I was going to say, how does Weird Al Yankovic do it? Because he takes all of the original melodies. Does he do a deal and say to Paul McCartney, I want to do your song? I'm curious there.
Well, I actually know that answer, so that's an awesome question. There's two ways you could approach that, but Weird Al Yankovic is a real human being, and he does it the right way. So, number one, you don't have to actually ask for permission as long as you pay your royalties to the people that deserve it. Right? You could do a parody, no problem. But Weird Al Yankovic always gets a hold of the songwriter and talks to them first, because he is not ever making fun of somebody. He is doing it out of love. That's who he is. And so that was a great question, because Weird Al deserves a shout for that. He is absolutely fantastic.
I like him.
He did actually...
His Amish Paradise one was fantastic too.
Yeah,
but the Michael Jackson stuff, I remember in an interview, he was saying that Michael Jackson had one condition that nobody else had, is that that Michael Jackson wants to be the first to see his work before anything else. So when he was going there, he was thinking, oh no, he's going to critique it. Michael Jackson didn't critique anything. He just really wanted to be the first to see it.
Yeah. He didn't do it because he wanted to give a sign off. He did it because he was a fan and he wanted to be the first to sit back and go, "That's cool," right? I mean, come on, you know. But Randolph,
I don't know if
go
they
back to
Michael Jackson's private theater, but I kind of hope for Weird Al that they did.
But Randolph, go back to Michael Jackson in the early days for like Thriller. Eddie Van Halen plays the guitar solo on Beat It, and Steve Lukather plays all the rhythm guitars, right? And this was back. This was back in the day before everybody bragged about, you know, featuring and so on and so forth, right? And people give MJ, Michael Jackson, whatever, shtick about, pop and stuff and so on. But when he was going to do a guitar-based pop song in his style with Quincy Jones, he knew exactly what he was doing. And he brought Eddie Van Halen in. And if you go back and listen to Beat It, that guitar solo is easily one of Eddie Van Halen's best.
Wow.
Best.
It was Quincy Jones?
You know, the thing is, to criticize Michael
Jackson,
Michael Jackson was a multi-billionaire.
Yeah.
Randolph.
That's awesome.
Hey.
Hey.
Nevermore
I didn't know
Tavern.
you were here.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
It's good to see you here.
I didn't know you were here.
I just found out you're here.
Yeah.
Just a quick add-on with the Weird Al stuff. I do know that he asked Paul McCartney he was going to do a version of that diet called chicken pot pie, to which they politely said, "We're vegetarians, we'd rather you didn't," to which he honoured their view and didn't go ahead with it. I think he either changed the lyrics or didn't do the song. So, yeah, he does care about the original performer.
Hey, kitty, that's my chicken pot pie.
Oh my God. Eric Cartman's in the room. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That is Eric Cartman.
Yeah. No, kitty, that's my pot pie.
Man,
Holy
kitty
shit,
being
man.
a dildo.
Can't do it.
I know a certain kitty who's going to be something tonight.
Oh, that's funny.
That show is so classic.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the old music stories. Like go to what are they called? Oh, for the love of God, Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. I want my MTV.
Chicks for free. Yeah.
Who sings?
Hey, Dick, why did you leave out the chicks for free part?
Yeah, well, I was getting to the good part, the information thing, right? But that high voice, that high voice. I want my MTV.
Yeah.
That's Sting from The Police.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, that's Sting.
Well, that's a lot of operation in those days.
Yeah, but again, that was in the day before everybody had to brag about who was on their record. They were just friends hanging out, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It seems like
well,
a small world. Hear all this.
One of
Mark Knopfler's played with a lot of people.
Oh yeah, Jay, you know it, man. You know it. Like Randolph, go back and listen to Money for Nothing afterwards. As soon as you hear Sting go, I want my MTV. As soon as you hear that, you will know it's Sting. Now that I've said it, you will know it.
I like the sound of Industrial Disease as well.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Hey, Dick, had we talked about this before regarding that solo for Beat It by Eddie Van Halen? Did you know that he had actually did that as a favor and for free? Well, he didn't do it for free. All he asked for was a case of beer.
Yeah.
That's better than free.
True story.
That's better than free.
Yeah. Hey, but it's the same with Sting for Mark Knopfler. He didn't get paid a dime. They were both in the studio down the road from each other, and Knopfler was in the bar and he ran into Sting and they were hanging out and he was like, "Hey, dude, I need some backups on this track." "Yeah, okay, see you tomorrow." You know, that was it, right? You know, It was just, yeah. You know, how, like, not even cool, Randolph. How cool is that? Like, that, you know what I mean?
They had a love for the music.
Mm-hmm. I love that shit, man. I love that shit. You know, that's what it's all about. Never mind this bragging and how many points do I get? And, you know, if I don't get 12 syllables, I won't be on your track. And shut the fuck up, you know. Go tell your mother she did a bad job. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? You know, I hate that stuff.
The agents get involved and then try to negotiate a piece out of everything. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, nobody needs that. That's not art. Has nothing to do with
that's business. That's business.
Yeah. Well, I think we've had an absolute fantastic live stream tonight. You know, when you're going to do something off the cuff, this is how it's done, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think Renee wants to say something.
Great.
Renee?
Yeah.
Well,
I was just going to say, excuse me while I clear my throat. I was just going to relate, you know, back to what we were discussing regarding YouTube and copyright and all that other hypocrisy nonsense.
Oh, lights in the sky. Okay.
Booma and I had discussed a YouTube user before on more than one occasion. He goes by the name, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind me mentioning his name here. He goes by Mr. JJ's Drum TV. Okay. Well, he's been producing drum covers of popular songs here on YouTube for ages. And what he used to do was he would create a channel and they would knock him up for copyright claims. So he would create another channel, and he'd get knocked down by copyright claims. And he'd create another channel, and another channel, and another channel, and another
whack-a-mole.
And
sounds like Daniel Pratt
playing whack-a-mole with YouTube. And finally, they got to the point, Mr. JJ's Drum TV, they don't even mess with him anymore. And I don't how he gets away with it. I've got no idea. They won't even touch him. I guess because they figure YouTube figures that it's pointless.
Oh,
you know, what can we do? Because he's just going to keep coming back. I'll share a link with you to his channel and Discord, Dick.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
The guy is good. I mean, we're talking, this guy's top notch.
You know, if I can add in, right now, what's available to anyone, like a young and upcoming 19, 20-year-old, you can download pretty much anything you want to and become an astute musician. Back in the day, to have that would have cost you 50 to 60 grand. It was crude old drum machines, or you had to get together with a lot of good musos. Right now, what's available in anyone's lap, we should be inundated with music, musicians right now, chanting at the bit. Unfortunately, people have gone in the direction of playing Xboxes and online gaming. And I can tell you straight up that you're going to meet a lot more women playing the guitar in clubs than you are playing an Xbox in your basement. So, guys, grab the music stuff, get out there, put out some chords. You might just discover you're a fucking good musician.
Yeah. I'm a drummer, so the girls know I can hit hard.
I was just going to say, you have a way better chance of actually having an impressively exhilarating orgasm if you, exist in public and not just in your own basement. So, there's that.
That's it. Yeah. There is one called backing tracks right now, which is you can pretty much go in, type in whatever you want, be it Metallica or something, and you've got backing tracks. So there you go. Turn it on, crank it up, get it your guitar, and you've got fucking Lars and James in the room with you. What more could you ask? Do we live in the best of times? Oh, no, what? I actually do it quite a lot.
Yeah, well, if I had Yeah, but hold on. If I had to deal with Lars in the room with me, I would be like, why did you have to be a fucking greedy asshole and a napster and all that and fucking, you think triplets rule the world, you simpleton bitch and blah, blah, but I get what you're saying. Yeah. It's a really good thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Tell us how you really feel, Dick.
Yeah. So, Jay. Oh, sorry, guys. Jay, over on the tavern, what you got going on here? Shill yourself out and whatnot. Let's get the link in the chat and whatnot. What you got going on?
Actually, on my channel, I don't have anything going on, but I have joined forces with the Atheist Pastor. And we're doing a channel called Hereticals, which used to be his channel, and we do In History Today on Mondays.
That's why I see you over there all the time. I get it now. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm co-host and co-owner of Hereticals with Chris. On Monday, all the shows are 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. So I know it's hard for a lot of people, but it's like 9:30 p.m. for him or some shit like that because he's in Australia, and I work third shift, so it's nighttime for me. But on Mondays we do In History Today. Where we look at like births, deaths, significant events for that day. Wednesdays, Conspiracies is back, where we talk about certain conspiracies. Like this Wednesdays, we found an article from Scientific American that talked about the 8 COVID conspiracies that just won't die. So we went over that one. And of course, on Fridays, we have a Friday morning 6-pack where we just sit around, get drunk, kind of shoot the shit, kind of like this. This week, we're actually looking at an article from Answers in Genesis. So we're going to be looking at that. And then, depending on what's going on, Tuesdays and Wednesdays is when we do either debates or interviews, depending on what we got lined up for the week.
Cool.
But yeah, we're at 904 subs, almost at that 1,000 mark. So.
Nice.
When we hit that 1 grand, we're gonna.
Why don't you give me a PM in the background tomorrow? We'll get you over on the Shills channel tomorrow this week coming, and we'll see if we can't help push a couple people over your way.
Yeah, that could work. Yeah, I know I know the 22nd. And what's today? Today's the 20th. So Saturday, 4 p.m. UK time. I'm getting with Streaming Cup of Reason. We're going to do a Where Are They Now type of thing.
Cool.
So.
Well, we've got the Saturday. We go at 8 p.m. Eastern.
On Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get you guys over for Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
I don't know.
Done.
I don't know if Chris will be able to because it's like really early in the morning for him, but I can definitely be there.
All right. Well, let's try. But yeah, let's do it. All right.
It's at a good time for Aussies. It is at a good time for Aussies.
Yeah, but Chris usually does stuff with his family. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Chris usually does something with his family during the day, so that's why it's kind of hard to get him for the later stuff. But
these time zones. I mean, if the Earth was actually flat, we would be so much better off, right? Come on.
Hey, Saturday out. I can join you guys on Saturday night, 8 p.m.
Cool. Done. Let's do it, buddy. We haven't had you on in like a coon's age. We got to do this,
It's been a while, I took a big break. Yeah, I took a big break from everything.
That's hunting talk. Never mind. That's hunting talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I took a big break from everything, so the only thing I was doing was just 6-pack on Fridays. I mean, so I needed that, and so we're back into swing of things. Chris took a break for a couple months, and we're stringing and good to go again. So we got lots of good stuff planned.
Awesome. I'll give you a shout tomorrow and make sure we get the link and everything done and whatnot. Awesome. Done.
Yeah, you can.
Cool.
Best bet is hit me up on Twitter. I don't check Discord very often, so.
Okay. I actually have sucked it up and I'm on Twitter almost all the time now. And I've learned my lesson. Yeah, well, I learned my lesson, right? So what I do is when people start arguing, I just block them and mute them, and I just go along my happy day now. And Twitter, I learned because you know me in the beginning, right? I had two accounts. I used to live in Twitter jail, and I had two accounts killed and whatnot because I would just argue with people who talk stupid. But now I know better. And I don't have to live on heart medication or anything else, you know.
Yeah, that was kind of one of the reasons why I took a break, is because I was just getting in so much. Just seeing so much stupid shit and arguing with people. I'm like, I just got to take a break.
Yeah, me too. It got bad, Jay. It got bad. It was really bad. You know, I was always looking for it at one point, and it was just
me too.
Like, yeah, you can't wake up and have a coffee and then dive right into that and think you're going to lead a healthy life, right? It doesn't work.
No, it does not work.
Oh man, but we live and learn, right? You know, that's what you do. Yeah. Oh man. So what do we got here? I think we're way over 2 hours and whatnot. And you know, are we pissing people off yet? Should we probably end this thing, or does anybody care? What are we supposed to do?
Play some
keep
music.
going.
No one will be unhappy.
No.
I want to plug the bunker.
Play some music and get booted off.
Oh man. Jay. You know what happened, man? Not only did I get the stream canceled the last time I did that, but I got a community strike warning.
Ooh, yeah, don't do that. Man.
Yeah, no, there's no such thing as a DJ stream on the Shills ever again. We're going to do those on throwaway channels, and you have to watch their Twitter account for that coming up.
Twitter is the black market.
You'll definitely, you'll definitely need to remember to hook me up there, Dick.
Oh yeah. We'll you have to be watching the iNetwork Twitter account in order to be able to hook up with those underground rave streams. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's really true.
Could you just throw me the links through Discord?
Yeah, probably. But, that's counting on my alcoholic brain remembering to. So,
underground rave. You're going to have to call.
You want the rest of the alcoholics to come and join in? Or?
You're going to have to call it. You're going to have to call it the new Woodstock or something.
Yeah. Well, that would make more sense to me, right? Because if it's gonna be boom, boom, I go for Led Zeppelin. I'm sorry, but that's what I do.
And who was it here earlier talking about someone did that with drums over and over again till they leave till YouTube left them alone? Maybe you get that guy to do drums for you.
What? It's that. Yeah, no. So we've been doing this for a while. It's almost midnight here, and I'm Pacific, so that means all of you are more sorry ass sons of bitches than I am, because it's got to be later for you, right? Why don't we go around and everybody can have a good shill? Tell everybody what you're up to, where we can find you, and so on and so forth, and we'll wrap this motherfucker up. So I'm going to do this randomly around the table. I'm going to pretend like I give a rat's ass. So we'll...
you do.
Yeah. Hey, come on. I'm pretending here. Give me a break, all right? So since Dark Steves has so much to say, we'll let him go first.
Fine. I have nothing. One, I'm not blue, so I can't shill anything in the chat. So, guys, if you know who the Four Swordsmen are, Skydiver Tanner, Fohammer, Little Wolf, myself, and now we've included a bunch of other people into our group because we've realized we just don't want to be four people. What we're doing right here, right now, has become a lot of fun, and this is what we do on our channel now, I believe. I'm not sure, but ask the rest of them, not me. I'm drunk, so That's about it.
Nice.
I'm not going to show myself out. I just got a stupid gaming channel. Don't worry about that.
Well, I got the Four Swordsman link right now. I'm dropping it. Go sub. Follow my link. And if you don't, I swear to God, I'll go Jay and Silent Bob on your fucking ass and I'll show up. So there it is. Yeah, hook that shit up and do what you fucking know you've been trained to do. This is YouTube. You go, you like, you sub, and you watch, right? That's just how we do it. So let's move on to our next one. We'll go to Brandon Worrell. Brandon, how you doing? Show yourself out. What do you got going on, buddy?
Hey, what's up? Midnight here. By the way, I'm Brandon. I'm on YouTube. I've done gaming stuff. I've done a lot of stuff. I've done some flat horse. I'm all over the place. I have a set thing that I do. So just come on over and watch what I do next.
Well, all right. Cool. I got Brandon's link in the chat there. There you go. Everybody hook it up and do what you got to do because you know the action. You know you want to do it. Just tickle that button and let your finger walk all over the internet. Okay, Boomer, links, Shills, what do you got for us, buddy?
Well, we've got the usual Bunker 33 plug, which happens, strangely enough, just after your guys' Silly Shill show, which rolls over to Bunky 33, the US crew. About 6 hours after that's the Oz Gang, Oz Euro stream, which is Adam and myself and whoever we can drag in off the street. Something that's been really big with us this last couple of weeks. This month is Neurofibromatosis Awareness Month. We did a 24-hour stream a couple of weeks back. And Arden's done a little edit down section of that. So if anyone wants to get aware of what this actual ailment is, it's a big thing I won't get into too much now. But apart from that, Bunker 33, we're doing our movies. We're moving around. I did have something else I wanted to shill too, but I forgot. So obviously it's first thing in the morning for me because I'm becoming nocturnal. That's about it. Been fun on this little charity funds, other than this little fun stream, but if we can throw the links up for the charities, we're putting the direct link to the charity in so people can give their money straight to them. No bullshit, no crap, and we won't really go into that area or that little rabbit hole that's been happening around a few weeks ago. So, if anyone wants to give to neurofibromatosis, there's a bottle of schnapps up for grabs and all the music stuff too. We're doing a lot of musical things nowadays too. So we're in a bit of a format change right now. So like you guys. So thanks, mate. Hey, thanks for inviting me in. I really enjoyed this. I got up to have a coffee and hey, you guys are playing. And now I'm on. So thank you.
Awesome.
It's been fun. Really enjoyed it. Cheers, guys. Everyone.
Cool, man. Good shouts. Randolph Richardson, the Canadian atheist. You got lots of shill out. Come on. Give me some.
I just put some links in the private chat in case you want to share them in the public one. The Canadian Atheists is an organization I run. One of our goals is to normalize atheism in Canadian society and hope it catches on around the world. The idea is that where theists get basically a free pass when they tell people they believe in deities, what we'd like is for atheists to receive the same treatment of, I guess, indifference or people just not really making a big deal of it. We don't want the condescending remarks. We don't want them concerned for us that we're going to go to hell and burn or something because we say we don't believe in deities. We just want it to be the same as everybody else. So you can find out more about Canadian Atheists at www.canadianatheists.ca, which in the future we're hoping to do community events as well once the COVID-19 pandemic is cleared up sufficiently so that it's safe for people to be in public again without too many precautions. So we're kind of on hold at the moment for those things because we don't want to contribute to spreading things. And the Normalize Atheism campaign, you can read more about at www.normalizeatheism.ca. Canadian Atheist, if I didn't mention the link already, it's at www.canadianatheists.ca. Also, the studio that I was talking about at the beginning that we're building for the upcoming True North Talk program that Neil the 604 Atheist and I will be co-hosting together. That one you can find out more about at www.truenorthtalk.ca. karaoke.ca. Thank you very much for having me on, and thank you to everybody in the audience for being here. It was a pleasure talking with everyone today. A lot of fun.
Awesome. Cool, man. Cool. And let's go to Jay, the Nevermore Tavern. And I've got your link ready, so shill it out. Awesome.
Yeah, well, if you want just some silly stuff, I did post 3 really bad karaoke videos on my channel recently. So go check those out. But the main channel is Hereticals on YouTube, formerly known as Atheist Pastor. We do anywhere between 3 to 5 shows a week. 3 main ones in history today with Chris and Jay on Mondays, Conspiracies with Jay on Wednesdays, and Six Pack on Fridays, all at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Other than that, we're almost at that 1K mark. So as soon as we hit that, we got some stuff planned that we're going to start rolling out. But we got to hit that 1K first. So last I looked, we were at 904. But I'm on my phone, so I can't double check. But yeah.
Cool. We'll get you over ASAP here, and we'll get we'll try to get some shilling done because I can't wait. Awesome. We should check in with Renee and me.
Well, I got to run, so thanks for having me, and I will talk to everybody later. See you guys all on Saturday.
All right, cool, man.
Bye, guys.
Who is this Renee and me individual? Oh, that's me.
I'm not even sure. Oh, that's you.
Oh, that's me. Nothing to shill out. Probably will on the Shills this Saturday. I'll have a couple of things to shill out. And as far as Aimee and Mipet, you know me. If you want to hear. Well, not rather here. If you want to see me stir up some trouble, you know where to see me on Discord. I'll be there after a while.
Awesome.
Well, perfect segue. Mipet, what do you think? How'd the night treat you?
Yeah, I got here late as usual, you know me. But yeah, had a blast. Been playing around in the background. It's good.
Awesome.
I'll see you tomorrow, I hope.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And
Aimee,
yes.
What the hell was this mess? Did we do this on purpose, or was this an accident? What are we doing?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Break it. Can I jump in, guys? Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah, just wanted to say thank you to everyone in the chat for coming tonight. Keep an eye on this space. We've got some great things coming up on our channels and everything. So I just want to say thank you to that. And I want to thank everyone in the call for coming too. This was so much fun. I always have a blast with you all. So just stay tuned to this space, please.
Cool.
Thank you.
And I've remembered my other thing, Dick. Can I jump in? The eclipse is happening in basically 1 week and 3 hours from now. So everybody, if you got a camera and a telescope, try to get out and we'll try to do a simulcast of the blood moon eclipse. And in 2 weeks' time, we have a anal solar eclipse where we can see the ring around the outside. I don't know. So is that God's anus or something? So it's the eclipse. That's what I forgot. Anyway, so 1 week and 3 hours from now, guys. Yahoo.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So everybody, before we sign off tonight, I want to leave you with a thought. Sometimes you could look in the mirror and you can go, holy God, thank God I'm not one of those conspirators, because you don't want to be the flat earther because that guy's a fucking idiot. You don't want to be the anti-vaxxer because, wow, that guy's a fucking idiot. And you don't want to be that person that says to themselves, you know what? You have to put your crystals in the window at night because moonlight charges them and makes them energetic. Because moonlight is just reflected sunlight. So why wouldn't you do that shit during the day? On that note, this has been an impromptu live stream. I'm Dick Dawson, my co-host Aimee Hogan, and all of us are going to say, good night, fellow babies. Take care.
Good night.
Good night.
Go to bed.